Hello everyone! I am RiggyRob and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses Hard Classic Mode with the Black Eagles on Crimson Flower Route. So, a couple of quick apologies from myself because I have no idea why OBS was complaining, and we are starting about an hour and a half after our usual scheduled time now. But I'm sure it'll be fine. But also apologies from Pimmsy because she's feeling a little bit under the weather since she sprained her ankle recently. And she's been given some pretty strong painkillers to help with that. So yeah, no Pokemon Shield Pimmsy luck today. And I know it has been a while, about a week or so, maybe a bit more. But we will get back to it soon, don't worry guys. So, with Fire Emblem, I went ahead and did those quest battles, and I got my Professor level up to A+, which is the maximum, which is a bit weird, because I would have expected there to be one for S, but never mind. And now I have 10 exploration points, 7 instructing points, and 3 battle points, which means that I can do quest battles, auxiliary battles, etc. off stream a lot more easily, a lot more quickly. And I think I will just stick to the main story plus the paralogs now, because there's not really much else to do in the monastery apart from the sauna, but we did that last time with Edelgard. So yeah. Let's go into Chapter 14, The Master Tactician. When you get to the end of this month, it automatically goes straight into the story, so I need to actually, see the story rather than skipping ahead. Also, I did the auxiliary battle to get a lot more gold, so hopefully I can buy and certify more people this week in the month. I think I did test it out with a few people like Lorenz, Lysithia, maybe Raphael, and they did seem to pass them from what I remember, but I'm not sure. But yeah, let's see what the week ahead has for us. Because I know Edelgard's got something to say, and then Claude will have something to say. So this will be Edelgard giving us a briefing.
It's almost time to depart. Are you ready?
Sir, yes sir. Leave it to me.
A promising answer. Whatever happens, never allow your foe to see any weakness. We must pay close attention not only to Claude's schemes, but to the man himself.
Yeah, apparently he's quite strong.
He's a master archer who wields the legendary bow, Fail Not. He won't fall easily.
That's probably a reference to something, but Fail Not sounds like a goofy weapon name. Fail Not. Sounds made up.
It's the relic of House Regan. That bow once belonged to one of the 10 elites.
Ooh.
Professor, do you know the true story behind the legend?
No.
The relics were created by the hands of mankind. Saros collected them after killing the 10 elites.
What? Wow, that's pretty rough for them.
Saros manipulated the people of the world and defeated the all-powerful King Nemesis.
And we have a church based off of this person. I thought he was corrupted by his power. Why would she do that? Why would she do that?
The church maintains the false history that he was corrupted and turned evil. However, it was little more than a simple dispute. Should the one leading the people of the world be someone with humanity, or a creature that can merely masquerade as a human at will? In the end, Saros was victorious. The Immaculate One and her family then took control of...
So the Immaculate One is a line then, because obviously we have Rhea as an Immaculate One. So if Saros was also one, then that just means they're like Manichettes.
I know this because that knowledge is passed down from Emperor to Emperor. And that is because the first Emperor is the human who cooperated with Saros, allowing humanity to be controlled in secret.
Well. So, whose fault is all this then?
Perhaps it's fate that you can wield the sword of the Creator, just like Nemesis, the King of Liberation. And that very fate will lead you to use that sword to stand against those who would distort history.
Okay, so that was a pretty heavy plot dump exposition. Very important, though. I can see why it's not just a simple conversation to have.
It seems they've set out from Garegg Mach. That's sooner than expected. Losing the Great Bridge of Murden was a serious blow. So is the fact that Teach is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
On top of all that, Judith. I told her to run if things look grim.
So it looks like you can't fail the Bridge of Murden mission, because otherwise Judith escapes and you would lose.
Damn it. So many people will die, and by my call.
But nothing about Acheron yet. Also, this guy looks cool.
And what of it? Would you rather turn tail and run back home?
Nadir, you're really getting on my nerves.
Nadir, you look cool.
Do you have any idea how much of the Alliance adores me and believes in me?
Oh, I can imagine. Still weird mutton chop things, but whatever.
Well, I suppose it's quite a lot. Does that mean that...
Yes, the plan is a go. I'm counting on you, Nadir. We'll make a good show taking down those who would assault Deirdre.
You will try.
People say our kind may not always win, but we never lose. Let's teach them the real meaning of those words.
At best, that means you draw.
Now then, let's see what you're made of, Teach.
Let's see indeed. So basically, introduction to our mission boss. And Nadir seems kind of strong at least, so... Alrighty. So... I think we did get some support building during all these quest battles, as you can see, getting renowned for them now.
Thanks. I'm glad
Pirates and all.
Appreciate
And also this one. I have no idea what this one's for, really. It's just a quest battle for Anna, and you get a goddess icon out of it. But yeah, so, in terms of certifications, we can bump some people up a few classes, I believe. Still need to get Shamir into a different class, but I am going to get her into a bow knight soon enough. Eloise is fine as he is. Manuela's obviously at the top level. Leonie's fine as she is. Marianne. I believe Marianne can become a bishop. Oh, wow, no! Oh, well, no point wasting an advanced seal on that. Let's just go ahead and redo that, shall we? I'm just using Divine Pulse, guys, don't worry. That didn't happen. So, yeah. And we've got Sugar Yan here. Hello, Yan. Thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Hello. How are you today, Yan? As you can see, I am playing Fire Emblem again, so no Pimmsy today, unfortunately. But she will be back soon, I promise. So let's just go ahead and skip all these cutscenes again. I really did think Marianne could pass. I mean, 68% is, you know, 2/3 chance of doing it. So, I suppose I don't really need to worry about certifications too much for my B team, because I can always do it later, but I'm always conscious of the fact that it's got the one certification possible per week. So you are kind of on a time limit on how much you can do for people.
Appreciate it.
Reclassing isn't necessarily infinite. I'm just going to go ahead and make a save down here, just in case. So yes, let's try that again, shall we? So obviously not Marianne. I believe Lysithia can, though. Don't prove me wrong this time, Lysithia. Please. Also, it seems a bit weird that they take their certification exams in kind of the same way they did their student exams before the time skip. Just a bit, I don't know, weird. And I believe, yeah, +9 defense on Lysithia is amazing for this. So this was much needed for her. Yes, let us change. Yan says, I saw your tweet. I hope Pimmsy's okay. How did she sprain her ankle? She actually ended up falling down the stairs. She didn't fall too far. You know, it was only a couple of steps, but it was enough for her to fall awkwardly over on her ankle. And yeah, she's got some pretty bad bruising right now. I think Lorenz failed his certification when I tried it. Don't need to do Mercedes. Sylvain's fine as he is. I think Ash can become a sniper, and that would be good for him. So let's go ahead and do that. But yes, Pimmsy is okay. She's been prescribed some codeine, which is obviously very strong painkillers. I mean, well, I don't know how strong it is compared to paracetamol and ibuprofen and everything else, but it is stronger than what she's used to, at least. We'll keep Ash as he is for the time being. Who else? Felix and so on. Felix is a hero. Petra. I believe Petra can become a Falcon Knight, even though it's only a 30% chance of doing it. Really? I fall down all the stairs all the time. That is a bit dangerous, I would say, but Pimmsy doesn't fall down the stairs very often. In fact, adults don't tend to, whereas I'm sure as a kid you are a lot, spongier and squishier. But that means you're more resilient too. And yeah, I don't need to do Dorothea. Caspar's fine as he is. Linhart's fine as he is. I think everyone else is good as they are. Might change Edelgard back into a Wyvern Lord, but yeah. I am a klutz. Yes, I think Pimmsy is kind of a klutz as well, but she's okay. She's got crutches, she's got painkillers, she's resting now, so it's all good. It's all good. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some supports. So, I have a couple of S supports that I am holding off on, but I've also got one with Felix. And I'm very surprised that Felix isn't actually one of the gay options for teacher. There's not that many, actually, is there? There's Eloise, Yuritsa, and Linhart, and that seems to be about it. But let's go with myself and Felix.
Finally, I notched a win against you.
Well done, well done. You crushed me!
Oh, please. I scraped by. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past.
Why?
It's like training with my brother.
Ah, I see.
He always won. Always. And died before I could win a single bout.
100% win record. Go Glenn. Jan says, Pimmsy's got crutches, that's it, I've got to draw feel better fan art. Well, you don't have to, but I'm sure that would cheer Pimmsy up, so thank you very much, Jan.
From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse.
That is a bit weird. You found an answer to my question.
Yes, I suppose I did. I can never again spar with my brother. Not unless he climbs out of his grave.
Well, there are necromancers in Fire Emblem, so don't be saying that as if it's an impossibility.
Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against.
Ooh, who?
You, obviously.
Yeah, as if you didn't know.
I beat you this time. But when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen. It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better.
Yeah, I was trying to flatter him a little bit.
I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still.
Don't count me out yet.
Just what I was hoping you'd say. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
5 years is a long time to wait for an answer to that question, but hey, A support, nice. Now we've got Hubert and Caspar.
You were rather quiet in the last battle, Caspar.
Jan says it sounds like Felix had a thing for his brother. He looked up to him a lot and he feels responsible for his death, which is the main reason why. And that's why when you have supports with Felix, he'll talk a lot more about Glenn. Especially with Ingrid, because Ingrid was actually engaged to him to be his fiancée, Glenn's fiancée. So yeah, it's always interesting to hear more about him.
Not a single war cry to be heard. It was almost as if you weren't even there.
Ooh,
I did
sneaky.
it just for you, Hubert. Isn't that what you wanted? Weren't you the one who said my shouting would cause problems?
Yes, I was. And at the time, you seemed intent on ignoring my advice.
Well, that was then. Recently, my behavior caused trouble, just like you said it would.
Of course.
I was shouting the other day and some enemies heard. I pretty much gave our position away and left us open to attack. I mean, it turned out fine in the end, but someone could have died if things had played out differently.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did some self-reflecting and realized that I probably shouldn't shout so much. A decision that I'm proud to say I came to all on my own.
With no external influences whatsoever.
All on your own, huh? It was a bad decision. Being too quiet on the battlefield is extremely dangerous.
I'm sorry, what? That's the exact opposite of what you said before.
It's been 5 years, Caspar. Come on.
Having seen you fight in silence, I have no choice but to accept the truth that your shouting is vital.
What in the world are you talking about?
We've all grown used to the way you fight. Your battle cries help morale, and your instructions rise above the din of battle. I would go so far as to say that the soldiers under your command would be lost without the guidance of your booming voice.
Booming.
I really don't get you, Hubert.
You inspire people. The benefits of your shouting outweigh the risks.
Very pragmatic way of seeing it.
Something wrong?
Yeah! I'm back! If you want me to shout, then I'm gonna shout! I'm not even gonna think about it! I knew you'd come around!
Don't get too excited. You'll be ambushed again.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to fight some guys while shouting!
I feel like him doing the shouting thing now is a lot better now that he's got his post-time skip costume slash portrait.
That might have been the wrong approach. Oh well. No cure for stupidity.
No, there is not.
I suppose I'll just have to rein him in myself.
No, you won't. You're not even going to fight together most of the time. There is no space for Hubert and Caspar in my main fighting team. Alright, so we got Caspar and Raphael.
Hey, Raphael. You here to train?
Hey, Caspar! You work your muscles almost as much as I do.
Of course. Everyone knows that if you skip a day, you lose 3 days of work.
Is that true? That doesn't sound true.
Ain't that the truth? Let's get to it then.
That's probably enough for today.
You might be right. I'm exhausted.
What were you doing?
You know, I really envy you, Raphael. You're huge.
I know I'm big. Everyone knows that. What are you talking about?
He's not taking it as a compliment.
I'm not very big, and I've always wanted to be. That's why I train so much. I've grown a bit in the last 5 years, but I'm still not even close to you. I just don't know how to bulk up.
This must be a unique convo, because I've grown a bit in the last 5 years doesn't make sense if this is a support pre-time skip. That's really interesting.
Is that all? I know how to fix that.
Really? You gotta show me.
Ralph reminds me of my OC Alex. Why, is Raphael just a big bulky boy like Alex is?
Follow me.
Likes to eat a lot?
Huh? You just led me to the dining hall.
That's right. Now sit down and eat up.
We're just gonna eat?
Yep. Eating's the best way to get bigger.
Calories in, calories out.
You gotta eat, and you gotta train. Do them both enough, and you're sure to grow.
Yeah, but not height-wise.
Well, I always thought I was a pretty big eater, but maybe I wasn't eating enough? Or not often enough?
Both.
Probably both. Look at my plate compared to yours. Now this is a meal.
Whoa, your plate looks like a mountain. If that's what I gotta do, then I'm gonna eat until I can't anymore. I'll eat until there's no food left.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spirit. Come on, let's go clear out the pantry.
Let's do it. I'm gonna eat till I can't move.
And have a food, baby. Still can't get over how ugly Raphael looks, though. Alex is bulky too, but I think his height would freak out people in this universe. Yes, I think that's true. Alright, Felix and Lysithia. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one.